AITA for selling our Eagles playoff tickets to my boss instead of taking my son. Edit to add. We don't live in Philly. We live in Phoenix and would have had to travel. I grew up in Jersey and am a huge Birds fan. I promised my son that if they got into the playoffs we would go this year. I bought my tickets as soon as they sealed home field advantage. Son was very excited. Though we are going through an issue with him texting me back, so I was a little irritated at his response. My boss is also an Eagles fan and he offered me 5 times as much as I paid for the tickets. I could not help but sell them. It's just way too good of a deal. My son's mom just called me saying I broke his heart again. I tried to call and text him to explain my side, but he's not taking the call. One hand, I'm a responsible adult who recovered money I spent that I didn't really have to spend and got a little extra. On the other hand, I'm a deadbeat father who constantly disappoints his kid. AITA? I tried to call and text him to explain my side. And your side is what exactly? Hi kiddo. Sure, spending time at the game with you would have been cool and all. But compared to money, you just mean nothing to me. You know? Quote. YTA. Tickets sold for 5 times what they are worth. Temp increase in savings. Keeping your word and making your son happy priceless. You went for the temporary gain instead of the forever gain. Plus you broke your word. Think your son will take it next time? And you're not a responsible adult. A responsible adult would keep his word to his son. YTA. You made a promise. You broke it. Open and shut. Did you at least spend some of that money on another gift for your son? On the other hand, I'm a deadbeat father who constantly disappoints his kid. Why would you post any story just for this? You are a huge asshole. Grow up. YTA. You made a promise to your son and could have made a core memory with him, but instead you opted to care more about money. Please spend the money on him instead of keeping it for yourself, since you broke your promise. Is this real? YTA. You told him you got the tickets. You then sold them. On the plus side, your son now knows what he's worth to you. Less than 5x a ticket price. YTA. You put a price on your son's happiness. You are also dumb not to realize that you had the opportunity to make a really special memory with your son going to the big match together. That could have been a really special time for you both. But now you tarnished it because of money. If he thinks of his team in the future, he'll just be reminded that his dad picked money over him and broke his promise to him. I also like to traumatize my children by making promises I don't intend to keep. The fact you actually bought the tickets, told him about them, and then sold them. Absolutely perfect. Maximum pain for minimal effort. You, sir, are a master. YTA. First of all, Eagles. Secondly, I could not help but sell them. It's just way too good of a deal. You backstabbing cheapskate. You sold a once-in-a-lifetime experience for your son, and broke a promise to him in the process. Though we are going through an issue with him texting me back, so I was a little irritated at his response. If this is in any way your reasoning for what you did, shame. He's not taking the call. Gee, I wonder why. I broke his heart again. This is why. Lose the quotes. I'm a greedy adult who recovered money I spent that I didn't really have to spend and got a little extra. FTFY. A responsible adult, let alone a responsible parent, would have moved hell on earth to keep the promise they made to their child. I'm a deadbeat father who constantly disappoints his kid. At least you're self-aware. More than can be said about a lot of parents. AITA. #YTA. YTA. You made a promise to your son and now you break that promise for short-term monetary gain over his lifetime memory. Keep this up and you will not be able to spend time with your son even if you want to. Well, at least you know you're a deadbeat dad who can't keep his word. YTA. YTA. You went back on your promise. Trust me, I hope it was worth it because your son will never forget this. YTA. It's pretty simple, you made a promise. You broke that promise. You had livable options other than breaking the promise. So YTA. YTA. On the other hand, I'm a deadbeat father who constantly disappoints his kid. You certainly are. Full of empty promises. I tried to call and text him to explain my side, but he's not taking the call. Not having you in his life will save him from further disappointments. I could not help but sell them. Quote, you could easily not have sold them. You just decided your son was not worth it. Welcome to Am I the Asshole? Please view our voting guide here. And remember to use only one judgment in your comment. Op has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I sold my Eagles playoff tickets after promising my son I would take him to first round. My son is pretty upset. That probably makes me an asshole, but the money was just too good. Help keep the sub engaging. Don't downvote assholes. Do upvote interesting posts. Click here for our rules and click here for our FAQ. Check out our upcoming Reddit talk with John Hodgman on January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Contest mode is 1.5 hours long on this post. YTA. A promise breaking that choose a few bucks over the best weekend you ever had the chance to spend with your kid. Congrats, you'll likely never get this chance again. I sure AF wouldn't accept any more invitations from you. Massive YTA. You promised your son you'd take him to the Eagles game. And then sold the tickets to your boss. It doesn't even sound like you desperately needed the money. You won't always be able to spend quality time with your kids. And after that move, I'd bet that your son will have a difficult time trusting anything you tell him after that. YTA. Who has shown his son that money is more important than he is to you. YTA. A huge one. You made a promise to your 11-year-old son and broke it. You knew he was excited. And you just saw $. As a huge rugby fan, albeit now 4x as old as your kid currently is, I'd be absolutely gutted if anyone did this to me now, let alone when I was a child. Oh, hang on. My dad did. He refused to take me to finals despite him going with his mates every year. This continued even after I was an adult. I went NC with him 6 years ago after a lifetime of being disappointed and let down by him. If this is regular occurrence, and suspect it is from some of your comments in the post, I can foresee a similar thing happening to you in future. YTA. You promised your son and sold out your word for 5x the ticket price. Your son now has a dollar amount for his worth to you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.